welcome back to the Reacts video. Today, we are reacting to how Clix changed this kid's life forever. And if you guys do not know what I'm talking about this kid named Josh. I bought him a PC last Clixmas. Brand new PC. He was not a pro. He was absolute garbage at the game. And basically, through that PC that I got him, I think he might have turned into a pro. So let's just enjoy this React video, shall we? Guys, I'm not rich. This
crazy thing.
I never bought a jet. I haven't bought XZ. This is that's my house.
I own a Lamborghini, BMW worth more than your whole family, 2 vacation homes, and private jet.
That's true.
But the most important thing he ever bought wasn't even for himself.
We're gonna do a first 5. If you get 1 round on me, I'll buy you the PC.
Oh. Let's go! Let's go, baby! 6 months ago, Clix would buy a PC for a random fan who would then...
Wait, it was only 6 months ago, chat? What? I did not know that.
Go on to become a pro player in just a couple months. Oh, I'm the best player in the world! Oh my god, I'm so good! This is the most incredible story in Fortnite history. This is the story of Josh Riley. Josh was born on December 30th of 2011, and other than
2011.
that,
he's 14 years old.
Don't know too much about his personal life, but what we do know is that he is incredibly lucky, because at the end of last year in December, Clix decided to do something really cool for his fans.
Wow.
He was going to buy one of them a PC if they could beat him in a 1v1 within 5 rounds.
We're gonna do a first 5. If you get 1 round on me, I'll buy you the PC. I actually don't remember what the 1v1 I did. I did so many 1v1s. Have you been warming up or no?
Oh no, I've been watching a stream.
Don't sell this. Wait, how much FPS are you on right now?
Right now I'm on 110.
Bro, wow. This kid is good.
Let's go, baby!
Josh, you just got yourself a whole PC, bro.
As many of you know, Clix is the king of 1v1s, and he basically built his career on it. So it's absolutely insane that he would be able to take Clix down, and even Clix himself seemed a little bit surprised that the kid was so good. So about a month later, Clix would send Josh his PC, and he would be officially off of console. You see, the thing about these sorts of giveaways is that a lot of people who win contests like this sort of get lost to history. I mean, what are the odds that Clix not only gives a PC away to someone, but that they're also incredibly talented and could end up becoming a pro player? But Josh was determined not to be lost to history, and instead, he wanted to write himself into the history books. So after switching from console to PC, he started to play in much more Fortnite tournaments, and was actually doing really good. After he got the PC in January, he started competing in all of the FNCS tournaments, and after just barely missing out on qualifying for Major 1, he somehow managed with his brand new trio to qualify for Major 2 Grand Finals. Unfortunately, his team only finished 23rd out of 33, but this was still huge for someone.
That was his first Grands, right?
Who had basically just started competing at the highest level a few months before. However, because he got so big so fast, he ended up running into some drama, and specifically drama revolving around drop spots. If you guys have watched my videos or been involved in the pro Fortnite scene for a while, you'd probably know that people choose their drop spots pretty early on in the season. Picking a drop spot is something that could make or break a team's entire placement during grand finals, and if you pick the wrong drop, you might not even make it to Grands at all. When people are looking for a new drop spot, they look for a few different things. Not only do you want to find the best loot in the lobby, find somewhere where you have easy rotations to any zone, but also you want to find a drop spot that is uncontested. Because there are more teams than there are drop spots on a Fortnite map, some teams are just going to end up being contested, and that's how Fortnite is. However, being contested could result in dying off of spawn, which could majorly hurt a person's standings. And this is why being at a contested drop spot is usually considered a disadvantage. That being said, if you are the better team, you can get good storm surge as well as some free elimination points if you completely dominate the other team. Sadly, however, not every player thinks this way, and some teams get incredibly defensive of their drop spots and are even willing to bully people and break the law to keep their spot uncontested. On July 12th of 2020, 2025, a new and upcoming Fortnite player named Curve revealed that he and the rest of his trio, which included Josh and their other member Tyler, had been facing non-stop threats from veteran player
Capital
Aviv
D
and his trio.
colon.
And this wasn't normal in-game trash talk trying to get them to leave the spot. This was full-on harassment. Aviv and his trio didn't want anyone at their spot and went as far as doxing this kid and his family to get themselves an uncontested drop spot.
Wow.
Not only were Josh and his trio receiving hateful messages, they were also having their social security numbers leaked, their parents' social security numbers and addresses sent to them over Discord, and also people threatening to take
That's
out
crazy.
car loans using their social security number that they've doxed.
That's
Things
pretty
got
crazy.
so bad that according to Curve, Tyler's dad had to sleep on the couch at night to make sure that nobody would break into their house. This was probably
Damn.
because of this clip where Aviv threatened to go to Curve's house and SA his mom.
I actually didn't know that.
Fight a ninth grader, bro? Come on, bro.
I'm not doing nothing. My little cousin's getting him.
Yeah.
His cousin's 200 pounds.
Tie down your mom and
What?
Bro,
my
what?
fucking god.
Imagine you're just mid-tournament and you just hear Aviv and your mom just in the back.
He'd be playing.
It's not even that. Your mom works every single day. I'm just gonna catch her at work one day. It don't even matter, bro.
All of this is absolutely insane to do over just a Fortnite drop spot.
Yeah,
and it
that's
only
pretty
gets
insane to
worse
do.
when you find out that the kids involved were only 14 and 15 years old, while Aviv is 18 and his teammate Rise is 22. And they're just sitting there watching all of this go down over some stupid drop spot drama. Then this post was released exposing
Whoa.
Aviv and gained some huge traction
Whoa.
within the Fortnite community to the point where even Clix was reacting to it
Aw,
on his
that's
stream.
me. What confuses the out of me is like Aviv is a scrawny ass kid. I think 9 out of 10 people in my chat could beat the out of him with one hand. Retweet. Why does someone retweet that looks like that? I stand on that. Think they could talk like that? I stand on that. That's what like me the up. Especially let alone talk to that to a 14-year-old, 15-year-old. Like where is that like power in their head? Where's that ego in their head thinking that they could do that? Like this and Rise. Rise is also because the fact that Rise is not saying the dude asked Rise, do you want me to serve and mute him? And Rise said, nah, it's fine. Clearly, same with Rise. He's also feminine in a we're not even Damn, I didn't know I was felt letting this that much stop. business. The thing is why I'm crashing I know I was is felt in because business, but not this Josh is hard. 14. Like brother, when Damn. I'm 14 and I got swatted as like a kid, like that to be honest, like I cried, I'll be honest. Like that shit's scary. And swatting is at a higher level than this to an extent, but I just don't understand that how nobody's defending him. He could actually make it. I bought this kid a PC before he had any earnings. The fact that he's qualling to grands, beating Rise all spawn, all this is because they are beating them all spawn. Yeah. It is That's so right. weird. 'Cause That's right. It's like, I'm not one to talk, I'm not one to fight, but you can't act like that. You Hate me can't act too? like you beat Bro, so many people hate me. It is How what it an is. outsider not listening to this and be like, bro, chill. Like, what?
Keep in mind, I am not a detective, and these are all just allegations until proven true.
That's
But
true.
since all of this went down, Aviv had responded with a 7-page long document, including his side of the story. This document throws Curve's coach Thomas under the bus for being pretty toxic and threatening to dox Aviv himself. All of this being over a drop spot, by the way. But anyways, at
that's
this
true.
point, I think it's clear that this situation is pretty nuanced, and there was a ton of bad behavior all around. Some of the stuff said on both sides is cringe and just embarrassing. It's honestly a plague to the Fortnite community, and this is a huge reason I think competitive Fortnite is struggling to grow right now. And the worst part is that this sort of bullying and harassment is happening on a pretty regular basis.
That's true.
For those
That
of
is
you that
true.
are fans of my channel, you'll remember that I interviewed another young player named Victor V last year who had dealt with similar bullying from
Good 42
other
months.
players.
Thank you, dude.
And if you guys want to watch the full video of that, I'll leave the link to that in my description as well. But all of this drama makes you wonder, why does this keep happening? Why do younger players consistently get bullied by older, more experienced competitors? And most importantly,
how old's Victor
why
V now?
hasn't Epic Games ever done anything about it? Toxicity is a very normal part of playing
Why
video
haven't
games.
Epic done anything about
Whether
it?
you like it or not, you could be the best player in the game and still run into a ton of trash talk in the lobby. But
Agent
I'm
versus
not
Accent,
talking
but
about your everyday
who wins in
trash
the major,
talk.
chat?
What I'm talking about is the state of the personal conduct and
That's right.
competitive integrity in Fortnite and how it seems to be at an all-time low. See, every time you participate in a tournament on the competitive page, you have to agree to a set of official rules for that tournament. And every single tournament has a slightly different set of rules, but all of them have a code of conduct section. In the 2025 FNCS official rules, it's in section 8. And this section is pretty long and covers way more than just hacking. Section 8.1 literally says no toxic behavior. And despite this whole section including things like harassment, griefing, and swatting, we've never seen any players actually get in trouble for anything other than hacking. I mean, just last season, we saw Clix get totally griefed in grand finals by the team that was in dead last, simply because they wanted to troll. And even though he was self-admittedly being toxic, Fortnite still sat back and did nothing. See, these players are competing at an incredibly high level, but esports should still be a place to have fun. You shouldn't have to worry about getting your identity stolen by the guy you're contesting at Tilted Towers. And like I said earlier, Aviv and his teammates didn't receive any sort of ban
I thought this was a Josh video.
for the way that they treated these
What the
other
going
players.
on?
Once again, I know that these are allegations, but the evidence
I'm
seems
so
pretty
confused.
damning. And the fact that
When did we talk about I changed a kid's life yet?
Epic Games hadn't even really made a statement shows how little they care about the situation.
It is? Give it a
at
second?
all.
Oh, okay.
So if Fortnite can't take a stand in that area, I'm not sure how much longer competitive Fortnite can last. All this being said, however, we have to get back to the main hero of our story, Josh.
We're good.
Luckily, even with all of this drama in the way, Josh was able to destroy the qualifiers and make his way with his trio into the FNCS Grand Finals.
This is the kid PC's team I won. Don't die here.
Disadvantage when it comes to the heels, but Curve is making sure to create distance yet again.
Nice! You won. You guarantee won. No way this. Let's go! Yes, sir.
bought a PC boy that qualified for a grand.
It was such a cool full circle
sir.
moment to see this kid who got a PC from Clix playing next to him on the big stage this past weekend. However, their first day of play did not turn out as good as they wanted it to, as Josh and his trio would finish 27th out of 33 teams. But instead of giving up and letting this upset him, Josh and his trio locked in and fought hard on day 2 to have an amazing comeback. On just day 2 alone, they finished 5th place, which brought them up to 12th place overall in the tournament, which is not bad at all considering Josh was on console just a few months ago. And although they didn't make it into Globals 2025,
that's good.
I don't think this is the end for Josh Riley. In fact, I think this is just the beginning. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this style where I talk about a much less known player who has an interesting story, comment down below and let me know, and maybe tell me who I should make my next video about. Also, make sure you guys subscribe, smash that like button, and click right here on your screen if you...
Hey, bro, this was actually a really good video, bro. W Josh. Do we think that Josh is gonna be like, you think Josh could top 5 of Gons one day? I feel like if he tops 5 of Gons, that's how, like, that's when you know, bro. That's when you know, bro. I'm not even joking. If he top 5s, bro, that just, oh my, bro.